Welcome aboard, passengers. Mega Sim here. And yes, the announcement has been made. It was made Friday because it was leaked. But anyway, today it was announced that Skyhook Games' next release will be East Midlands Trains, Midland Mainline, Leicester to Derby and also Nottingham. As you know, this is right on my doorstep, just round the corner. Just go a little bit further, Skyhook Games. Come on. You've just cut off at Derby. You could have gone a little bit further. Anyway, as we know, as we can see from the screenshot that I'm going to be putting up now, and as you can see, we have two trains included in this route. One at the front, well, you don't have to figure out what that is. The Class 43 HST East Midlands Trains, and yes, a different engine to GWR. These have the VP185 engines in, which were the replacements for the Paxman Valentas. So that's going to be absolutely gorgeous if they get those sounds right. And in the background there, we have an East Midlands Trains Class 158 Express Sprinter. Now, I call them Super Sprinters, but I think they are called Express Sprinters. Most of this footage, or all of this footage, is mine. I've got different footage of Derby, of Nottingham, HST, 158, so if it isn't in Derby or Nottingham area, it will say. So as you can see, this is St Pancras. But anyway, so we have the HST. Now, Skyhook Games have done a bit of work to update the HST that's already in Train Sim World, because there's a different cab, a different interior in the cars, in the carriages here, in the Mark IIIs. So quite a bit of work needs to be done with that. And also, as I said, the VP185 sounds are different, lights are different as well on the front and back. So yeah, overall this is almost a rework of the train, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing this train in action. Also the 158, Class 158, been on that plenty of times, even on just the usual route from Alfreton to Manchester, so Alfreton, Sheffield, across the peaks to Stockport, then Manchester Piccadilly, and it goes to Liverpool Lime Street, so it's like Norwich to Liverpool Lime Street. But yeah, been on the 158 plenty of times over the years. But yeah, two really good trains. But the main thing is the route. Nottingham and Derby to Leicester. So should we take a look at the map now? Let's have a look at the map of East Midlands Trains. So there we are, there's the map, London St Pancras up to Sheffield, but let's zoom in. So as you can see, we have the Leicester to Derby and Nottingham. We see a few trains there. Let's now zoom in as we go from Leicester, because we've got that express route, the intercity route, sorry, as I should say, which starts at Leicester. And the HST will probably stop at Loughborough and East Midlands Parkway. But as you can see, we've got System, we've got Silby, we've got Barrow upon Soar. So that'll be the 158 trips, the 158 services. And then we either bear left to Long Eaton and Spondon and Derby, Spondon being 158, or we turn right into Attenborough, Beeston, and then finally Nottingham. Now, what an epic route this is going to be. I really hope Skyhook Games does this one proud. Because I thought it was going to be Just Trains that was going to create this or build this route. But no, it's Skyhook Games. But no, this is so close to home. As you know, I am in Derbyshire. Derby is my nearby main station, where I get most of my trains from. I go down to Plymouth, Penzance, up to Scotland, down to London, even go, well, I'd usually go like Alfreton way if I wanted to go to Manchester, but I could go from Derby if I wanted to, Derby to Sheffield, Sheffield to Manchester Piccadilly. There's a 158 going past. We've got a gorgeous HST coming into Nottingham Station here. Some of my footage is quite old. It goes back to 2012, 2013 days, so this is kind of like the prime time for East Midlands Trains, which I guess is what this route is based on. It's not East Midlands Railway, but East Midlands Trains. Unfortunately, the Class 43s are now gone from East Midlands Railway. as you probably know, just a bit of background, they then moved on to LNER stock for a little bit, just because of the disabled access, and kind of ticked a few more boxes with some rules and regulations. But then ultimately they have now left, being replaced by the Atalantes temporarily, before we then get the 810 Auroras. But yeah, I absolutely love this train. The last time I went on a HST was 16th of December 2019. That was the last time I went on an East Midlands Trains, I think it was East Midlands Railway at that point, HST. I went in first class on the way down, so I had a cooked breakfast. Am I going to show the photo? Yeah, let's show the photo. Insert photo here. Yeah, you don't get these breakfasts anymore on East Midlands Railway. You just get a bacon roll. But there it is. Bacon, sausage, hash brown, eggs, mushrooms, tomato. Oh, it was a lovely breakfast to have on HST. Hopefully, you know, there might be another HST breakfast coming soon. You never know, that I'll be going on. But for this moment in time, that was the last breakfast I had on a HST. First and last that I went on, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, a really nice route. As you know, you've got Derby Station, you've got Etches Park Depot just around the corner as you kind of come out of Derby. You've got the Network Rail and all that stuff in there, and some works on the right, but on the left you've got the depot for the HST, which will be the Meridians now, and a bit of a building site as they have the Auroras being set up from Etches Park. And then for the other depot, possibly Eastcroft, which is just the other side of Nottingham Station. That's usually where the 158s are parked. So hopefully Skyhook are creating Eastcroft depot for that. There is a kind of a little depot near Leicester, but that's not for East Midlands Railway. But they use it for, you know, DVTs, 47s, all sorts of different trains are kept there. And funnily enough, at the last strike on Friday, they were full of cross-country 170s. I saw a couple of pictures of that, so that was pretty epic there. Some of my footage here does include the Angel HSTs, which were Grand Central Railway. They have the buffers on the front. I don't believe we're going to get those on this route. I know this one isn't one, but I do have a couple of buffer video clips on here. So just be aware that even though you'll see it on my footage, you probably won't get that. It will just be the standard Class 43. I think this one is an Angel HST. So these were all ex Grand Central trains that got refitted. Took under a year to do, and they actually got hold of GWR, or First Great Western. A couple of their buffet cars were retrofitted here as well. There you go. See the buffers on there. They're the Angel ones, the Grand Central trains before they then had the Atalantes on their route. But yeah, there's the Ratcliffe Power Station, so that is going to be in the route. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing the Ratcliffe Power Station. Hopefully they will do that justice. I've got a couple of images in here like this of the Network Rail. Here's sticking my head out of a HST. That's one thing that I do miss. Not that you should be sticking your head out, because that is quite dangerous, especially if you're going over the bridge coming into Rochester. They still have the signs up on the bridge saying don't stick your head out, but you can't in those trains anymore, or those particular ones. But as you know, you've got the Bellman Pullman that goes down there, so that's probably why the signs are still there, just to warn you. But yeah, love this station, Derby. I don't know the timeline, the time span of this route, so it could be pre Derby being updated. So that was done at the beginning of the 2000. I can't remember the exact date, so apologies on that. I think it was like 2012, 2011, and then 2018 they did a retrofit, just a refit of a few things. So I don't know exactly when this is going to be set, but we will get details of that soon enough. You know, we don't have a date yet, so this might be March, it could be April, it could be May, even June, July, August, I don't know. We don't know the date, but now that we've had Rivet Games with their lifts, hopefully we'll get a lift like this going into Derby Station. The next video that will be out after this is my recording. I took a trip yesterday on Train Simulator. So this video now that I've pre-recorded the B-roll, but this voice, what I'm doing now, I'm in the Lake District. It's almost 9 o'clock, so we've seen the video of the East Midlands trains update. So now I'm just wanting to create a video, just having a chat about the different things that are going to come out for it. So yeah, and then after that there'll be the video which is Train Simulator, and I actually take you on a trip from Derby to Nottingham and then East Midlands Parkway to Leicester. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this route? Are you looking forward to this route? I think it's going to be a great route, especially with the HST coming on board. As you can see, we do have the cross-country coming in here, so we are looking forward to the HST being put into livery editor, so we can have liveries of all sorts of trains. And also it's really nice to have a different engine in the HST as well, so we're able to hear the differences. Now, most trains, most high-speed trains did change to like the MTUs. The Paxman Valenta was kind of like the original, but most of them kind of went to different power cars. Whereas East Midlands trains did stick with the 185s mainly. So Great Western had the MTUs. GNER Cross Country Network Rail also decided, and Grand Central with the MTUs, but it was just the East Midlands trains that went for those Paxman VP 185. So yeah, there is a different sound. So hopefully we will be able to hear that different sound on this. Now, I actually created quite a bit of B-roll just because I wanted to showcase all the footage that I do have of Derby, of Nottingham, of the HST. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up to let me know that you care. And what I might do is I might keep the B-roll rolling after I've finished, so you can look at some of the other footage that I've done with the HST, with the 158, etc. But no, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Social media links are in the description below. And yeah, we will see you on the next video. This is Mega Sim out of here. See you soon, guys. Bye.